A minute to kill it, to win 100 pounds. Versus Fly. So here we are once again in the Fly Dome, ready for another great bout of Man vs Fly, and alongside me, the great man himself, Pat Cowell.
Thanks, mate. And today is the 30th anniversary of my second World Championship.
Remember it well, Pat? You killed the fly by Morris dancing onto it, didn't you?
That was actually my third Worldie, mate. That year I killed it by slipping at a martini laced with cyanide.
That's right, Pat. Forgive my memory lapse. And here's the man. So tell me what he's got to do here, Pat.
He's got to kill the fly hitting the ball using his silly little tennis racket.
He is Tony Maloney. Favourite sport, squash. Favourite drink, squash. Favourite vegetable, squash. Favourite other word for flatten, squash.
Favourite sport, squash? I don't like this guy at all, mate. Did he just drop the ball whilst trying to bounce it?
He did that. He did. Mal-coordinated. And here's our flyer for the day. An athlete himself, Kurt Razorburn. Favourite sport, Man vs Fly. Favourite drink, you'll like this, Aussie lager.
Isn't it everybody's? Favourite vegetable, veal. I like that. A fly whose favourite vegetable is veal and drinks Aussie beer. We'd be mates. Seems he's dyed his hair clear for the match, which is always nice.
Fly against that squash.
We've got a fly who's doing something he loves against someone who's not playing his favourite sport. This is going to be a walkover. Do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. Write that down. No, seriously.
You got a pen?
Here you go.
Well, fly straight out and straight at him.
Well, he's missed that by a country mile. Now he's just hitting wildly for no reason. The fly, my mate, is up there, just watching what's going on and working the corners.
There seems to be a distinct lack of coordination here, Pat.
Look at him. This guy's clearly out of shape. He hasn't trained. He's been too busy playing squash, whatever the hell that is. Jeez, he looks pale, that bloke. Has he just had a blood transfusion before the match?
What's wrong with his knee, Pat?
Is he just faking that injury so he doesn't look as uncoordinated? So he's got an excuse for this abject failure that we're watching in front of us?
And it is an abject failure. A lot of wristy action there. There's not really any direction with the ball, and the fly just sitting there thinking this is an afternoon out for him. And he's in more danger of hitting himself, Pat.
Time is running out. He's a joke, this fella. Just look at the fly, son. You've got to be looking at the fly and then look at the ball and then look at your racket. It's fairly easy. Why don't you just take your time, actually aim at the fly with the ball? How many times have you seen a match be won in the last 10 seconds and he's just given up in the last 10 seconds? All matches are there to be won until the buzzer goes. I don't know what's wrong with this bloke.
Well, that's a good little insight for our kids out there and anyone watching who wants to get into this sport. Keep going the full minute. And I've got to say, Pat, he's the kind of man we used to describe at school as an utter spastic.
I'm not sure we can use that terminology now, but I think we can bring it back for this bout.
Well, victory and freedom for the fly.
Yeah.
Let me out. Typical bad sportsman there, Pat. Nothing for our mal-coordinated squash player there.
And there's the fly. What a great bloke. Me and him will go out for a few lagers this afternoon. It'll be terrific.
Why don't you ever ask me out, Pat?